Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Group Chat.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Really excited to get into this with you.
Yes, thank you.
Anand, you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they're really looking forward to this, guys.
I appreciate it.
Awesome. So good. So everything's been good?
I'm tired.
Tired.
I'm cold. I'm tired.
You're cold.
You're not cold?
I'm cold.
It's freezing in here.
Oh, this is
freezing.
perfect temperature for me.
You know, the human body temperature has evolved. You know how 98.6 is...
I
saw something on Twitter
There's
the
a
other
new
day.
temperature?
There's a new temperature.
Global warming?
No, evolution,
Body
bro.
warming.
Greta would not be happy about this. What
No.
is it? It's up?
No, not necessarily. It actually has gone down for like a big chunk of the population.
Oh.
It's the average has changed dramatically, but like, you know, it's still around 98.6. It was really funny because the article wouldn't commit to a temperature because they took 50 people and their temperatures were lower, and they took another 50 people, temperatures are higher. I think 98.6 is just something we just live by, not necessarily.
So 98.6 was never a universal number?
No, it has been.
And now it's gone.
It's just this theory that our body temperatures are changing.
I don't know.
There is buzz. I saw it on social media.
There's big buzz.
Okay, well, I need Greta to start talking about this.
Mine right now is very low because I'm tired.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're thinning
You're
your blood
shivering.
out, too. You got a little tequila.
I got a little tequila just to get through this episode.
Is that to warm you up?
Yes.
It feels like we're already like superstars.
Yeah.
You have to drink to get through the
Yeah.
episode.
It's like,
Wait, you want to know? Thinking of that, you know what kind of inspired me just to have a drink, you know, in the afternoon on a Thursday?
Well, I don't feel like you need inspiration for that.
No,
I feel like this is
I read an article, like, I guess Jessica Simpson's coming out with the book.
Oh.
And in her book, she said that on the day of Halloween or the day of a Halloween party, she had to drink at 7:30 a.m. to get through the day with her husband and kids. Just to like get them dressed and get them going.
because she was just like going to be so miserable. Like, I need to start pounding drinks.
Yeah.
That's like wake up and take a shot.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
If it gets there, guys, if any of our Kathys are out there wasted
At 7:30 in the morning.
and right now listening to Group Chat.
Yeah.
Water
clean
seems
it up.
pretty refreshing to me in the morning.
Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Cold
It
glass of
feels
water
so
and a
great.
coffee.
Coffee? Ugh.
Not even coffee. Coffee sounds disgusting right away.
No.
I need a couple hours to settle in.
Couple
hours?
hours?
To get an espresso.
I get a coffee
my
within
gosh.
4 minutes of waking up.
I usually go coffee first and then water.
I'm
Yeah.
like 5-6 cups of water before I start.
Oh,
And my
anything.
coffee, by the way, is incredible. So we brew the coffee, put it in the fridge.
Where are you getting
Cool.
the beans?
Some, you know, organic bullshit. I don't know.
Doesn't sound very incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes good, but that's not why it tastes good.
Okay.
So we keep the coffee in the fridge,
Yeah.
and it's nice and cool. Because I don't like to drink hot coffee. I wake up, I make
Seems
my
like
wife
you
and-
might need to start. You say you're so cold, your body temperature's low.
Yeah, you might need to
Yeah.
switch.
Okay, shut up.
Listen, I'm just saying it makes sense.
Okay, let me finish the story.
And the story checks out.
Oh my God, I hate you guys.
You're gonna have to carry D this
I
episode.
make 2 iced coffees, but here's the cap. This is why it tastes so good.
Okay.
I can't even leave my house and have coffee anymore. I love my home coffee. When I did, we used to do almond milk and just coffee, and then maybe a little stevia. And then I never knew there was chocolate almond milk,
I didn't know that.
and it is incredible.
Increased calories and sugar.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get that
Tons
for
of sugar.
free. You pay for that.
So you're
chocolate.
drinking hot chocolate.
So no, not hot. It's
Or cold
ice.
chocolate.
Yes.
So every morning you're drinking iced chocolate.
So I literally put half a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and the other half of chocolate almond milk.
Half?
Yeah, it's so good.
Of course it's good. Might as well
Yeah.
get a frappuccino covered in caramel.
I honestly don't. I think this tastes better than a frappuccino.
You put it
I
in
would
the night
love to
before?
make you an iced coffee.
I'd love to have one.
Yeah.
You put it in the night before then.
no.
When
I
do you
make
put it in
it
the fridge?
the cold almond milk, and then the coffee separate.
But when do you put the coffee in the fridge?
No, I think
No,
he
the
just puts
coffee's
ice.
brewed every morning,
And then he just puts ice in it.
and then we put. It stays overnight. The coffee stays overnight in the fridge to cool.
That's what
yeah.
I said.
Yeah.
So you make it the night before?
Yeah.
Got it. It's always been a problem of mine. Because I never feel like making coffee the night before.
Yeah.
But I would love homemade iced coffee.
It's so good.
But you pour it over ice and you have watery, shitty
And then you
coffee.
you can't do that.
No.
So
Okay.
anyways,
Listen,
I had 2 of
Martha
those this
Stewart.
morning because we went to San Diego to do our run event, and incredible turnout as always. A ton of Cathys came out. Really great just to hear like how people are discovering the podcast, enjoying it, and then they're getting involved in the run challenge. They all came down to San Diego. The funny thing is, and I joked about this last June when we were doing this, traveling around. So it's like we're in a white van, 8 dudes,
A lot of young men.
a lot of young men. Hey, do you want to run in San Diego?
Yeah.
And no one really questions what we're doing or why, and just hops in and goes, yeah, let's go for a run.
I feel like you're really close to being able to start a cult.
Yes, I am very close.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're Indian. You can use kind of
I'm like, that's why I love the Messiah. I am, I'm going
you're
to do
kind
that.
of like Bikram.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not that way.
Just saying, man. Put you in a little man diaper and,
Just turn the temperature up in the car. Everyone's
Bikram-
sweating.
It's a hot van ride.
Bikram had temperature problems too because the room was like 110 degrees,
Yeah.
but he had fans just blowing on his back.
Yeah.
You're like Bikram a little.
Nah, not quite.
Run with Bikram. What were you about to say, Pete?
And so we go, what were you saying, Pete?
Yeah, we were just so willing to just get in this white van with this
Well,
Indian
you literally
guy.
just handed your life over. What are you talking about getting
Yeah,
in a
I know.
van?
I mean,
You have no choice.
You literally
No,
said,
yeah.
D,
Yeah.
for the rest of until I can really tell, I'm just going to follow whatever you
Yep.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we go down there. What's it? We go to lunch. Our buddy Bernard owns California Sock Company, which I think you've met before.
Yeah.
Hung out at his store, had lunch with him, and then I wanted to meet a friend of ours that has a business called Sourcify, Nathan. And I texted him. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out? And he's like, you want to go on a boat? I'm like, all
I
right.
saw you were driving a boat.
Yes. And he's a member of some boat club. So we go on a boat, and then he's just letting everyone drive the boat.
Is that legal?
Can't
No,
be.
You need a driver's license.
Yeah.
You need
I mean,
a
literally,
license.
Didn't you guys get tickets in Miami for something
Oh,
water related?
That was,
We were within the wake zone,
but that
Okay.
was a jet ski.
jet ski. But
Yeah.
that wasn't licensed. That was just that we were within the no wake zone.
Reckless endangerment.
Did we ever pay those tickets?
No, we're outlaws.
Be careful at Super
Do
Bowl.
you get arrested?
Yeah. Here's my one question.
Yeah.
Literally 2 months ago at our live event, you called San Diego like Beirut or something.
Yes.
Said it was disgusting.
It is.
You go down there for one day, I see you driving a boat,
Yeah.
I see you hanging out with your friends. Did
I
your opinion
realized,
change?
I realized what it was.
Okay.
Downtown San Diego is disgusting.
Why?
That's the gas lamp. Remember when you had that appearance?
Yeah.
The fight.
That's
all
when
that.
Pete fled the fight.
Yeah. That's
That-
yeah.
So downtown San
But it's
Diego,
so clean and nice.
which is where I always went
Yeah.
growing up as an adult, and I
It's-
never enjoyed it.
It's the people.
Now, no, well, yeah, that's like the tourist and the Marines and.
But
you
it's
know,
clean is my point. Downtown LA looks literally like
no, downtown San Diego is disgusting.
really?
I
had
have to
hepatitis
imagine
breakout.
homelessness has increased significantly, right?
But I was down there not that long
Yeah.
ago. It seemed nice.
No, it's not nice.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
Even Pete's shaking his head. Pete looks
Dude,
in disgust.
I
with San
literally
Diego.
went there for the first time and went downtown. It's gross.
Yeah.
Like I actually
I mean,
thought,
look, it
I
doesn't
had a
need to
feeling
be
of it being
standard.
gross.
Pete is not happy.
Well, he's also wearing these fake glasses. He looks like he thinks he's
Yeah,
smart.
it's so classy now. Ew,
I'm just
San
trying to protect
Diego.
my eyes. I don't see anything wrong with that.
From the grossness of San Diego.
Yeah, and so
This guy's been in LA for fucking 6 months and he's
Yeah.
pushing his nose down in San Diego.
Ridiculous.
Jesus.
I got this. Now I got put on to Pacific Beach, Mission Bay, all these different areas where you get to run on the beach, and there's, a lot of Mexican food. The interesting thing about this part of town that we took notice to, there are a lot of barbershops, a lot of tattoo shops, and a lot of big bars. Big, like huge. I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 800 people bars. There was literally, and there's nobody in these bars. I mean, it's obviously a Wednesday, but some of these bars we would walk by could fit 2,000 people.
He just freaked me out with the Trump voice. I
Yeah.
got lost in what you were even saying.
I was just stunned.
You're campaigning for the bars.
Yeah.
Huge, big bars.
Yeah, big bars.
So,
I mean, we went to this Mexican restaurant. It's like 2 stories. There's like house music playing. It's like 11:30 in the morning. I was like, what is
Some
going
guy's
on?
getting bottle service rosé in the corner.
Yeah, bottle service rosé.
It's
at what time of the day?
But it was empty?
Empty.
It was Jessica Simpson, probably. Just getting the day started. Man. Okay, well, so what you're saying is there's a lot of opportunity opportunity to have fun, run on the beach, party in some
I'm looking
wide open-
forward to the June run there now on the beach.
Who would have thought, man? Look at how your whole opinion changed.
Downtown San Diego, though, is trash.
Well, one thing about that we're learning in this country, D, is you can't judge things by a small sliver of what they present to you.
That's what I do daily.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is that it? So that's why you're so damn tired. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, as you get older, this run around the country thing might be a little ambitious. You're getting sick.
No, that
tired.
was sick because I was out all night in Paris partying.
Okay.
Very different.
And now you go to Tacoma this weekend?
Tacoma this weekend.
I think that's the point. You have to commit to one. You're either the party guy or the running guy.
Yeah, you're either health or bottles.
That's tough.
Got to choose. Water bottles or liquor bottles?
Here's a real dilemma I have. So we're going to Tacoma. We're probably going to stay in Seattle Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
They had a shooting the other night.
Yeah.
Jeez.
In the middle of downtown, right? Next to Pike's, whatever?
Yeah, like in the heart of where the tourists and everyone goes. And they got the Wuhan coronavirus.
You're just going into the belly of the beast.
Yeah, this is Seattle might be the scariest place on earth right now.
Gosh, all right. We'll be hoping for you.
And I have to go. I have no choice but to have to
I hope you have a strong immune system, Pete.
Yeah.
Just make sure you take good. Part of my mood board pick, I want a mask. Get me a mask before we go.
Okay.
Well, I thought he's required to have a mask too.
I don't care if he does.
No,
It's
but
more
he's
about
going to
me.
come back with Wuhan.
I think I'm going to wear a mask on our Sunday recording, just in case.
Yeah.
Because you guys might not be able to see the symptoms yet. You know?
Yeah, it takes a little bit.
Yeah. I got to be careful of that. Okay. Got it. Also wanted to quickly mention, we'll give a full recap about it on Monday episode, but Anand and I are heading out tonight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have a big night planned ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going to a private show for Dave Chappelle at the Peppermint Club.
I cannot wait.
I'm jealous. I wish I had the energy to go. Otherwise, I'd be there.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Paris D would have been there. San Diego D's not.
Yep.
San Diego D is tired.
Mm-hmm.
The other interesting thing, because we're talking about Peppermint, Brian Toll added us on LinkedIn today.
Yeah, I got added.
What do you mean?
You know, you add people
I'd
on
like to
LinkedIn.
be in your LinkedIn network. I got an email this morning.
Just now today.
Yeah, like an hour ago.
What year would you say you guys became friends?
1998.
Okay. That's cool.
But he only wanted to be business friends with D in 2020.
Maybe he heard all of your ranting about the
Yes,
power
he
of
did. He's
LinkedIn.
like, I heard that's the place to be. So
I think
worked on it.
subconsciously it's from the pod.
Yeah, for sure. Or he's looking for a job. And he's updating his resume. If anyone needs a club promoter, hit up Brian Toll.
Good experience in managing restaurants.
San Diego club owners, you want a good Jewish club
Yeah, you
promoter?
see there's tons of big open bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots
San
of manage.
Diego's perfect for him.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, yeah, so we'll be there tonight, and then
And the guests are going to be insane, I'd imagine. We don't know. But we'll report back.
We'll report back. And also, obviously, we are headlining at the Peppermint on the 29th. So I would consider Dave Chappelle our opener.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's just a week early.
Should we tell him tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to say, hey,
Thanks for
man, thanks for
opening.
warming the stage up for us. Real cool. Like that thing you did on that TV show you had.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for some news?
Yes.
Let's talk about Trump's attack on pregnant women.
Jesus.
Jesus.
He actually had 2 attacks this week on pregnant women.
Yes. So you thought the Muslim ban was bad. You thought the wall thing was bad. Turns out he has a full-scale attack on pregnant travelers to the U.S. because, you could pop in here, have a baby, and then no. We're not letting you become a citizen that easy, or your little foreign baby.
Ooh.
So he's just cranking down. So I think we've reached a new level of evil, and I think this is the point where we got to get out there and maybe go to a protest or something. You guys in?
Interesting.
You guys interested?
No.
So this is one of the things
interest.
that the media likes to blow out of proportion and
I'm the
focus on the
media.
wrong things, clearly.
What happened? I'm wrong?
So for years, they've told Customs Patrol and airlines specifically, if you see someone that's looking like they're about to give birth that's not a U.S. citizen, like do some questioning because they don't want people just showing up in the U.S. to have babies that are Americans.
Because, by the way, just to give backstory, there's something called birth tourism, which is people coming to America with the hopes that their child is born.
So,
So
if you
this-
have the baby here, it's an American
You're
baby.
automatically,
It's the lottery
you're a
ticket.
U.S. citizen.
Good scam. Even if you snuck in.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So if you're
You got to run.
if
Take
you're
your chances.
if you come in illegally and you have a baby, your kid is automatically a U.S. citizen.
Gotta
Hot.
give Junior a better life.
Yeah.
Sneak over here, or come over a few months ahead of time. Just lay low.
And
That's
just
the
overstay
idea.
your visa.
Yeah. Wear big baggy clothes. Sneak right in.
Sneak right in. Like, what are you trying to do? Fat shame me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
don't
the-
listen to Lizzo?
So the,
I'm
so the only
beautiful.
reason I feel like this even got news is because a week ago, a woman from Hong Kong was prevented from boarding a plane because they suspected her being pregnant, but she wasn't.
What was she?
You tell me.
Oh my God.
I'm not the airline.
She's had a belly on her?
That's interesting because if she was an Asian woman, they're pretty petite people.
Not this one.
So they didn't
Oh
let her
my-
board, and they basically shamed her. They
So what do they do?
they
Like,
stopped her from going on the plane because she was going to a U.S. island in the Pacific Ocean. That's a U.S. territory. It's not one of the 50 United States.
Seems like a good sneak.
but that is the place where people go,
Right,
To
because
get
it's close to Asia,
to give birth.
and like, yeah, yeah. Maybe Trump saw this article and was like, "Fuck this, let's make this a news headline."
That's good. I like it.
Because this has been a thing. So
This
is
has
what you're
been a
saying.
thing. Birth tourism has been a thing. They call them anchor babies.
And then what did he do to make it? He spoke out about it?
The Trump administration just notified officials before boarding planes, "Hey, let's look into this a little more."
And that's what made it a headline.
That's what made it a headline. There's nothing really outrageous here. They're not making you take a pregnancy test upon.
So that woman
boarding.
couldn't even take a pregnancy test. She just got screwed. She got stuck in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately she got to go, but not on the flight that she chose.
Oh, so she made it.
I mean, I'd assume so because
Gosh.
they said,
I wonder if people worry about that. Like, I wonder if like you're planning a trip to the U.S., but like, you know, you put on a few pounds and you're like, shit, they might not let me on this plane.
What if they just don't let big people on anymore?
Sounds like that's what's happening. You're not allowed to have a belly if you're coming over here to the U.S. You can keep your carbs down. In
Lose a few
preparation.
pounds before you come to
In
America.
preparation. Oh my gosh. Okay, so false alarm.
false alarm.
I'm part of the media outrage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what I vowed to never be, and I have now become it. I apologize. How about this one, though? This one cannot be clickbait.
Yeah.
This cannot be fake news. This has to be a good reason for outrage. Trump, it looks like, is planning to attend an anti-abortion march, which is a first for a U.S. president.
Yeah, he's a big anti-abortion guy.
Do you think that's simply because of his base?
politics.
Because he has to have had 10 to 21 abortions. In
I
his
don't
life.
think
He's
Trump
had-
gives a shit about any policies other than getting elected.
And that's the beauty of what he does. He's not religious. He's a fake religious person.
Yep.
He essentially married a Russian hooker.
Yep. I don't think essentially. I think that's just what happened.
There's no way he gives two shits about abortions. He's probably had more abortions than most people have had sex.
Probably.
Yes.
You see the way this guy slides a little brown paper bag with some cash in it to get rid of an issue?
Yes.
He's had abortions yearly.
Yeah, and
since
so
the 80s.
he's just playing this group of people and saying, "Hey, I'll show up at your rally. You guys like it? You don't want no abortions? No abortion. I don't care."
That's fine. And you know what else it does is it makes the left just freak out.
Yeah.
So there's some more press for
It's
you.
my body.
So I have a theory.
choice.
I have a theory on this. That podcast I was telling you guys about, the wilderness, that's just exploring all the basically battleground states, Florida, Pennsylvania, and Southwest, Southeast. Apparently in Florida, Trump's been gaining ground with the Latino vote.
Yeah, because it's probably abortion.
No, it's because of in Florida, the Latinos that are in Florida come from Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican, places where socialism has really ruined the country. And he's sending messages directly to them, Facebook target ads in Spanish, saying how bad socialism, it's going to ruin the U.S., it ruined the countries that
He's
you
like,
came from.
"Hola, Mexicans."
Yeah. Hola, mi amigos.
But my point is,
grande opportunity.
I can't even say. I don't know how to say huge in grande.
Grande is all I have.
muy grande.
Muy grande.
But Latinos are typically very religious and actually are on the anti-abortion side more
Yeah.
than the pro-choice side
Yeah.
because they view that as killing a child. And I feel like he's doing this to make more further inroads in the Latino vote. He's already got the Bible thumpers. That's in the bag, right?
Yeah.
They're all going Trump either way. Now he just has to expand this other portion.
It's wild.
I like it.
One of the
I think it's a
places-
great move.
I think it's a great move across the board.
Yeah.
One of the places where I get the most of my like look into the different parts of the world currently is 90 Day Fiance, and there's a character on there who's this Nigerian man, and his fiance is American, and she went over to visit him because they're trying to get him over here, and brought him Trump merch, and he was so excited, and he was wearing like Trump boxers, and he's like, I want to meet Donald Trump.
I think
Get me to
Trump's
the
pretty
US.
popular
He's trying to
international.
he's trying to slide into that
I'm
birth
telling you,
tourism.
there's something that's even in the people that Trump is targeting,
Yeah.
that they love him too.
Yeah.
I think if you live internationally, this is just pure entertainment, and why wouldn't you want it?
He's a
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah, it's wild. It is
Like
so wild.
he took a trip to Tokyo. I think this is a year and a half ago on a state official visit. He and Prime Minister Abe went to a burger joint. For weeks, there was lines out the door to go eat the same burger where Trump went to.
I
Some of
believe
those
that.
shithole countries, huh? Even they celebrate them.
I don't think Japan was a shithole country.
Kidding. I just literally, in my mind, he thinks any country but this one.
Yeah.
Any country but Manhattan
Yeah.
is probably a shithole country. And West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
I have a question, because for the record, for the listeners, I think we're all pro-choice, right? You should be able to do whatever the hell you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, of course.
But remember when there was that thing that everyone was so outraged about, the abortion thing with the Supreme Court?
That was when who was Brett Kavanaugh was getting confirmed.
No. Remember there was that thing. See, we don't even remember it now. There was that thing where the Supreme Court, they voted. Oh, you don't even remember. We don't even remember.
No.
Does anyone remember?
You're looking at Pete and Danny? They have no fucking. They don't even know what abortion is. They've never had sex.
That's a brand of condoms, right? Anyway, whatever, man. There was something that, everyone, Emily Ratajkowski and the whole gang was really like my body, my choice. It was a whole big thing recently.
Yeah.
And
We forgot about it.
I don't even remember. Can't keep up with the outrage. Okay, let's talk about something that I have not forgotten about, and you will not sweep this under the rug.
I will.
Jeffrey Epstein and friends. So Ghislaine Maxwell, who is Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman.
This is the one from In and Out.
In and Out.
Yes.
AKA handler, AKA madam, AKA who the hell knows, but
AKA animal style.
AKA knows where all the bodies are buried, knows all the secrets, and somehow isn't in custody or dead. Apparently her emails have been hacked.
Yep.
And there's a potential leak coming. Seems like a real problem for a lot of people. Seems like great entertainment for group chat.
There was a document with her email address, a court document, and her email address was exposed. And it appears to be that someone has got into that email account, and there's emails with Prince Andrew and other people, we don't know who all the other people are, that she has that they think will now show up in the market. Maybe someone might sell it. Someone might just leak it.
Why wouldn't you? Hot ticket item. Or get paid to keep it.
Yeah, that's my concern, is that those emails definitely have some good information in there. The problem is they choked out Jeffrey.
Didn't they hang him?
Yeah.
What'd they
Well,
do?
no. Supposedly they choked him out and then wrapped his shirt and made it look like he
Okay.
Yeah, no, they
Okay,
choked
okay.
him out.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna just let they'll just bid the most money with the hacker
Yeah.
if it's that type of situation.
Well, hey, if you're a real
Freedom fighter.
freedom fighter, release him for free.
No.
Here's
Come
the more,
on, do
here's
what's
the more
right.
glaring thing. You just assume if you're important, your phone's been hacked.
So I have to
Celebrities-
assume my phone is hacked.
You don't have to worry.
My phone has been compromised.
Think about
You
all
have
those
nothing
those
to worry
A-list
about.
celebrities who had all those pictures taken from their phones. Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
This. Anyone who has any relevance, just assume your emails, pictures are all gone.
Why does anyone who, people deem as important have these pictures on their phone? I can't imagine.
Here's what I can't imagine. Why the fuck is Apple all like, oh, we won't unlock a phone for a terrorist for the U.S. government, but Johnny the hacker has all the information anyway?
Yeah.
Johnny the hacker gets employed by the FBI to unlock phones. That's what happened in San Bernardino because Apple wouldn't unlock it.
I'm just saying, so Apple's so protective, but you can't even protect my damn iCloud?
Yeah.
Aren't we outraged? No one?
Who's Johnny?
He's a hacker. He's pretty
Okay.
cool. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
But, he doesn't get out.
I wanted to hear a Russian name. Evgeny.
Dimitri.
They're not all Russian. I love how Russians just gained the,
No,
hacker
Russians
brand.
are really good at computer science. It's a fact. That's why
Especially
they're the
in
best
Ukraine.
chess players.
Sounds racist.
No, it's a
Sounds racist.
it's a compliment.
You can be racist positively.
No, I
Can you?
think that's
Yeah.
racial
Okay.
bias.
Yeah, Indians are
It's
really
a
smart.
racial bias.
That's not racist.
I'm sorry I said it.
Racist has a negative connotation. Racial bias is different.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. All right. So hopefully we get a leak. It's all I'm saying because I'm down for some content. I'm really.
I think this is like game changing because her emails is probably connecting her with all the people that are in this conversation, and I don't think it's gonna see the light of day because the powers that be are gonna.
I mean,
make sure
think
you
about
gotta
how
like
many
it.
reporters and hackers they're all trying to get this blacklist of names, and no one's been able to do it.
But you think they're just sitting on a Gmail account?
Why not?
JazzyJizzLane@gmail.com has all this information.
Just be like, oh, hey, Joe, you want to have sex with young women tonight? Yes.
You're not on WhatsApp at least?
I mean, what is WhatsApp? WhatsApp's a joke.
It didn't work for Bezos, but it works for everyone else. All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully we get a leak because I want the content. Speaking of leaks, let's talk about this whole thing with Jeff Bezos' phone getting hacked. Apparently MBS in Saudi Arabia was responsible via a WhatsApp message with a video that was infected with malware. It looks like this could potentially be a much bigger problem than just Jeff Bezos. MBS had friendships and relationships with a lot of really, really powerful people in the United States. I'm guessing they were all on WhatsApp. I'm guessing they all got this hot video, whatever it was, this meme that Jeff just couldn't help but open.
Yeah.
Does that mean, we've seen him meeting with Bob Iger, with all of these very powerful CEOs. Does he have all their phone information?
Well, I think the thing to first make people realize is that this alleged communication happened when Khashoggi was still alive and was writing those articles about the Saudi government. And this is when MBS came to America. And, he's like, he meets with Jeff Bezos. He's like, yo, give me your digits. Give me your math. Gets his number. Then he goes to Mark Zuckerberg. Give me your math.
He met with every powerful American person on that 3-week tour.
So he got
From
everyone's
Zuckerberg,
math.
Bezos, to Trump, to you name it.
They all got the video.
And they all got this, I'm sure it's like a fun,
Zuck wouldn't have allowed it. I bet you the phone number he gave is wiped. You're not getting anything.
No.
This guy had his laptop cameras
I think
sealed,
Zuck's
right?
untouchable.
Yeah.
He's too smart.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have a social life. What's he care?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't want to
just-
see your stupid video.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I have a... That's what I picture.
Yeah.
I don't even think he laughs.
No,
I
he's
don't
a
think he knows
robot.
how.
He's a robot.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone's got it. He's got
And-
everyone's phones.
And that's really the problem is that everyone thought that this was just some malware that ended up on his phone this is intentional. And that's, I think Anand said it last week. This is terrorism.
This is cyber terrorism. There's no other way to classify this.
But Trump supports it.
And Trump hasn't made a comment, which is pretty deafening, in my opinion. And the
Are
technology.
you deaf?
Okay. Well,
I'm not insulting anyone.
yeah. If you would see Jeff Bezos, who we were talking about, he was saying thank you to the Indian deaf people. So have some respect. You want to know?
By the way, I went to the school I got into for high school was for the hard of hearing. I have hard of hearing.
Oh, so you're like the guy who has black friends and thinks he can say the N-word.
Yes.
Great.
I'm one of them.
No, so here's the other part that's kind of crazy is the technology that they suspect created the malware is an Israeli company called NSO.
Okay.
And it's owned by a private equity company, a U.S. private equity
This
company.
is so messy. Can you imagine being Jeff Bezos?
Francisco Partners is the name of the private equity firm. It's based in San Francisco.
Can you imagine being Jeff Bezos?
What a terrible name.
Terrible name.
They're big.
Francisco Partners?
Poor
Come up with a better name?
I mean, it's probably the guy's name is Francisco. I don't know.
Or he lives in San Francisco.
I hope not. If
He does. They're in San Francisco.
That's it.
I have friends who work there.
If that's it, we need to shut it down. Yeah. Oh my God.
Who named your company, you idiot?
Imagine being Jeff Bezos. You meet your new buddy MBS. Things are good. Just another hardworking guy. And then little do you know, he's hacking your phone, blackmailing you with dick pics, and then literally murdering one of your employees.
Yes.
In like the next few months.
This, I'm telling you.
And then Jeff Bezos shot back today on Twitter a picture of him, which I don't know, was he there when the body came? Or like, it looked like
it looked
something.
Like, yeah, I don't know what
But he
ceremony.
said # Jamal, and it looked like he was
Holding the coffin.
paying homage to Khashoggi.
No wonder this guy doesn't start work until 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's what he's got to deal with.
Yeah.
It's insane. How are you making 3 hard decisions a day? And we're talking about murder, phone hacking, international terrorism.
He's had a rough year. If you think about FBI is probably with him all the time. Secret Service are probably talking to him. I mean, the amount what Jeff Bezos has to deal with, because this is such a global crisis now.
Oh, yeah.
How does he find time to go to the gym?
Someone is literally rubbing his stomach like a sit-up while he sits and watches TV.
You think?
Well, he watches Prime Video.
I mean, if I have a rough enough day, I'm like, I'll skip the gym today. This guy's
I know, but someo's literally like
tickling
his
into him.
belly. Like so he laughs.
Here it comes, Jeff. And you have a six-pack. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
He's in great shape.
All right. We're ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We almost talked about it in the beginning. We wanted to wait till here. In all seriousness, Dee, we are really concerned. Mm-hmm. You're tired. You have a weakened immune system, and you're heading up to ground zero, Washington, where the coronavirus has claimed its first American victim.
Yep.
And it looks like this guy is saying that he has had contact with at least 16 people.
I was thinking about this because if I had the coronavirus,
We'd be fucked.
I contact with 200 people
Yeah.
some days.
It's like the
Literally in the
movie
last
Outbreak.
2 weeks, you'd have to be like,
You're like the monkey in Outbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just running around.
I'm like,
just a social
2,000
monkey.
people like infected.
Yeah. In Paris, just monkeying around. Like I just infected all of high fashion. And I've come in contact with roughly 1,231 people. Yeah. Anyway, so good luck up there, man.
And the craziest thing about this virus story, it's obviously, I think it's the biggest piece of news in the world. Wuhan, where the city in China where this originated, is entirely shut down. So if you've seen the movie Outbreak,
Yep.
have you seen it?
A long time ago.
Okay. They shut down a town in America. You can't go in, you can't go out. This city, that town was like a small, American town. This Wuhan, which I've never even heard of, has 11 million people. And you can't take a train, you can't take a plane in and out.
They've quarantined a town of 11 million people. I think the greater Los Angeles area is 12 million.
Yeah.
So think about that. Los
That must
Angeles
feel
shut
so
down.
weird.
Yeah.
Imagine how that would feel like if LA was quarantined.
And to just
Traffic
show
would be
the scale of China, there's 100 cities with over 1 million people. Think about that. We haven't heard. Why wouldn't we have heard of Wuhan?
Yeah, it's not a good place for a virus to break out. Yeah. You know what I mean? One of these little insanely condensed cities.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you checked your plane ticket back from, a China trip.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute. What was the guy who sat next to me's name? Oh, the guy on the news. Like, imagine. This guy is on a plane for however long that flight is.
Yeah.
Coughing. Ugh. Anyway, be careful. I think on Sunday I'm going to wear a mask. Anna, you want one?
Yeah, please bring me one.
Okay.
There's one reported child in LA
I saw that.
that has it, but it's not the same strain as from China.
It was a 3-year-old. It was really sad to see the
Yeah.
pictures.
In LA?
In LA, Azusa, California.
But
And
they're
she's
saying
at
that's
Children's
not the
Hospital now.
Wuhan strain?
No, it's not the Wuhan strain. It's a different strand of coronavirus.
What are the
Dr.
signs of
Pete,
this?
do you want to chime in?
What?
No. What are the signs and what are the symptoms?
It's like pneumonia,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. I don't have any symptoms or signs. No, I'm
coronavirus?
just curious.
You just took off your glasses. You're making me nervous.
Do you feel a little coffee?
No.
What was that?
Oh, man. All right. Pete's quarantined. Okay, well, good luck, man. I don't know what else to say. Get some rest. Hope for the best. Don't breathe into anyone's face or let them
So
do
the
it to you.
trip is this Saturday,
This Saturday,
and you're back what time Sunday?
6 p.m. I think.
Maybe we'll have Dr. Jeff check him out.
Yeah.
You do a little, like what they were doing at the airport. You got to
Yeah.
pass through a screening.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a crazy story. We were one of our old designers. We were entering Guangzhou, I believe Guangzhou, and he was walking through, and they thought he was sick, and they literally took the temperature thing to his head.
And tested, and he wasn't.
Yes, he was fine, but they
Yeah, when
literally
you
went to
walk
his head.
into any Asian country through customs, they have an area where everyone has to walk through where if they think your body temperature is too hot, they pull you aside.
Why don't you worry about yourself, China?
Yeah.
You're scanning all
Here's
of
the
us. You're the
scary
ones
part.
letting everyone out.
The scariest part where Chinese New Year is upon us. What happens during Chinese New Year is everyone in China travels for vacation. So if you go to any Southeast Asian country around this
Yeah.
time, whether it's Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, it's all Chinese people because this is their holiday.
Be careful, Chad.
Chad's in Glendora.
Yeah, he's in
He's closer to the Azusa strain. Huh? I thought he was in Bali. All right. Okay, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
Well, first, let's play some ads here. And then we'll get back to it. All right, next up. Let's talk about this Wells Fargo CEO.
Yeah.
This guy is just a crook or what? So this guy, John Stumpf. What's the F for? Fuckface?
Fraud.
Fraud.
That's better. Okay.
Wells Fraud go.
So Wells Fraud go. This guy was responsible for opening the fake accounts and doing all this stuff. He has been fined $17 million. Personally, whatever. It just, to me, this sounds like, you know, if your regular, everyday working man and woman understands this story or even gets it, this will be the part of the reason for the uprising.
Yeah.
It seems like it's another case of someone committing straight up robbery and, you know, getting slapped on the wrist. I'm sure he can afford the $17 million.
Yeah.
No jail, no none of that.
Yeah, and so the scandal that Wells Fargo had when he was CEO was that their associates at branches were opening up fake bank accounts under their customers. He obviously knew about it because they're just opening up accounts left and right. Now, you know, this is like one of the biggest fraud instances in the last couple of years. All he's paying is a fine of $17.5 million. He's not allowed to be in the banking industry, whatever that means. That's probably very loosely.
Very vague.
Yeah, very vague. And Wells Fargo has done so much fraud in the last 10 years. It's insane. And banks were all bailed out during the recession.
Yep.
I don't think Wells Fargo was, though.
Everyone was.
Even Wells Fargo?
Yes.
Okay. So Wells Fargo.
They were forced to take the money. That's the.
Yeah.
Bernie got into
Yeah.
some hot
With
water.
Jamie Dimon,
Yeah.
Jamie Dimon posted something about
How socialism will erode the country.
Yeah.
Then Bernie tweeted, you weren't so anti-socialism when you accepted the bailout, but then the real facts are all the banks were forced to accept the bailout to stop the systemic risk of the banking industry of collapsing.
Got it.
So, you know,
So did that
switch
come back on Bernie or no?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
You got the AOC just running. Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. All right, so what happens? Does anyone even find out about this? Does anyone
No.
care?
No
Blows
one
right
cares.
over?
This guy's going to live in his Hamptons house and get wasted. Just have his life. Live his life.
Just $17 million left.
Yeah,
Fraud go.
probably in Park City with Taylor right now.
Together we'll go far, I thought was the slogan, you know?
Is that their slogan?
Yeah. Together we'll go to jail.
You're in like a little freaking wagon. Where are you going?
Not
Their
that
logo.
far.
Not far.
Okay. All right. Next up, I want to talk about this because I was a customer, and there's a company that I thought was great that looks like they might be in some trouble. They just laid off 100 employees because the fad of what they're doing is kind of fading. That is 23andMe, the DNA test where you get to find out where you're from. I thought for sure, I was like, this is my chance. I know I got to be more interesting than just a white dude.
What were you?
White as shit.
Yeah.
Just all white.
Caucasian.
Caucasian is all hell. It's literally a very small area in Europe. I think there's
called
some
White
German
Town.
in there. It's literally just so I'm as white as it gets.
That's good. At least you're purebred.
Jeez, I don't know if you can say that. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, so did you guys ever do it?
No.
Didn't you have them? You never had them? Didn't you? I thought you and Amanda had them.
No, we had to get like real genetic testing. So they mapped out our entire genome.
So
yeah.
what are you?
No, to find out if anything
No,
we had.
but I know. We want to know.
No, they didn't come back and say, oh, you're Indian.
By the way,
You're
you
Native
get-
American.
You get like a fun brochure.
It's a much more serious thing we were doing.
Yeah, I did the fun one. Okay, so you didn't do that one.
No.
All right, well, listen, I thought it was cool. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Those commercials are all over. I hear them on podcasts even. Mm-hmm. I thought everyone was 23andMe in.
Yeah.
There was all this outrage, like, we got to be scared because Google is going to own all of our DNA.
Because the idea is they were going to, I think they do sell the data because no one probably checks the privacy boxes.
Yeah.
And they sell the data to pharmaceutical companies to help tailor drugs to people. But yeah, I mean, a couple issues with this business is repeat purchases can't be high.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
Unless you
That's a
do
big
it and you
flaw.
get so wasted and you're like, fuck, what am I? White, black? I don't remember shit.
do they actually tell you if you're prone to certain disorders or no? This is just purely where you're from.
They say they claim on their website health
There's an
disorders.
additional part, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's an additional part that we didn't sign up for that will tell you if genetically you're prone to stuff. But I didn't really want to know that.
But here's the thing, because we actually had to do this, and the sticker price, if you don't have health insurance, is $10,000. They're only charging a few $100. So how deep are they going?
It looks like you might have got ripped off.
No, I didn't have to pay anything.
I think mine could have been totally made up. I think they'd be like, send a headshot. We'll tell you.
Yeah. You look pretty good to me.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe get a little more sleep.
German, I guess.
No, insurance covered mine, but I'm saying like that is the real genetic. Seems kind of shoddy.
Well, we're laying off employees, so maybe people weren't happy.
They're laying off, 100 employees?
Yeah.
Yeah, how are we going to prove that they actually did anything with
Maybe
your blood?
maybe I'll go get the real one and see if there's something in there.
It's interesting. I think it's a really fun, novel idea. It's just one of those businesses that it's not.
They didn't need $786 million.
No.
Not many people do.
Unless you got a hot plane.
She
hot
does. You know who her ex-husband is?
No, I don't.
Sergey.
Wow. So she does have a hot plane. Why is she even starting a business?
For fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's why it's the rumor that Google owns all the information. Did
They're
you know?
divorced.
Did you know?
They're co-parenting. Come
They're
on.
blah, blah.
No, she probably hates him.
I'm just saying, if you're
probably
hot on
cheated on her.
conspiracy theories, that's the conspiracy.
No, I
I
don't
have been getting
believe
a lot of ads for white guys lately.
Are you?
Yeah, just white stuff.
Like what kind of white stuff?
Mountain
Like a
Dew.
white head cloth?
Mountain Dew. Like, hey, I bet you want some
She
Baja
also dated
Blast.
A-Rod.
She dated a fraud?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we looked her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
That is a weird one.
When you look at A-Fraud and her, and then A-Fraud and J-Lo,
Yeah.
not really sure what his type is.
Yeah.
You know?
He's all over the place.
Not similar. They have very
Seems a
different
little
23andMes.
opportunistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe,
Let me
maybe
go
our guy
date-
was right. Maybe Weintraub was right.
Let me go date the ex-wife of the founder of Google, who's
Yeah.
probably worth
50 billion.
God knows what she got
Yeah,
in
it sounds like a
settlement.
groupie. You know? Maybe he's not the businessman we thought he was. Okay, next up, let's talk about Amazon. They have been over in India. We saw it on Instagram. They have their electric rickshaws coming out. Looks like they have another interesting move that they're doing, which is that they're partnering with mom and pop stores. Now, I've never been to India. I don't quite understand. Seems like a lot of work.
There's a lot of moms and there's a lot of pops in India. Let me tell you.
Oh, so they're like, hey, let's tap into all these moms and pops.
Yes.
Okay.
Every 5 feet when you walk in India, there's a store, a little shop
Okay.
that sells newspaper, candies, sodas,
Toothpaste.
cigarettes, probably
Yeah, everything.
everything.
Is smoking big in India?
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
Huge. Okay.
Not ironically, alcohol is not really pushed, but smoking is big.
Got it.
Alcohol's huge. there. What are
Alcohol,
talking
you
about?
can't just buy a whiskey at the corner store. Though.
Sure, not at the corner store.
So Amazon knows that this is really the biggest opportunity in India because these stores are so convenient for local people. They are inexpensive to run. They're so convenient. And Amazon probably can't beat that business yet. So instead of trying to compete with them, they've kind of partnered with them. The first way they partnered with them is there's apparently 10 million of these corner shops in India.
That's a real number?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
10 million. And what Amazon is doing is partnering with these shops to use them as a delivery hub. So people that have stores in a neighborhood can now deliver packages on behalf of Amazon as like a revenue generator. I actually went on the site to see what the process is. So if you own a little shop, you put your address, they make you fill it out, they vet you out, and then you can be a delivery arm of Amazon.
So it turns into a pink dot.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had this whole pilot program. I have space. Basically, like I have space to be one of these fulfillment centers for Amazon. It's brilliant because in third world countries like India, just getting to the first and second and third tier cities and being able to distribute products to them, it's a logistical nightmare. So if you now have millions of outposts that are effectively your fulfillment carriers and they're making money, and you probably don't have to pay them much because these are mom and pop shops that aren't like, you're not operating Walmarts and making millions of dollars, right? It's like any incremental revenue is a win for them. So they probably are being able to do it very cost effectively. The only thing that's tricky to me is that India is a protectionist country, meaning that they want Indian businesses to win.
Okay.
So Mukesh Ambani, who's the richest guy in India, has a network of mom and pop shops and groceries that is going to be competing with Amazon India and Flipkart, which is now owned majority by Walmart. It's just dangerous when you go into countries like that because the government can all of a sudden just shut you out. So you can invest billions and billions of dollars and create so much value, but they may ultimately say, hey, no, the homegrown winner is going to take all.
Yeah.
Don't you think Jeff's maybe bigger than all that, though?
He is for now, but I mean...
Because who can even compete?
Agree. But the problem is, you know, just like what's going around everywhere in the world, the little guys like protect us. And if Jeff Bezos comes and wins e-commerce in India, which is the biggest market outside of China and the US, it's just a risky game.
That's why he wore the outfit. He gave it, probably donated for the political parties. He's good.
Yeah, he's going to create. Yeah,
it's a corrupt country. You can win by spending money.
Yeah, so I guess the only point is maybe this administration's okay with it because he helped them with, you know, campaign promises or whatever. But like, what happens in the next administration? The way the world's going is more protectionist across every country against foreigners, against foreign businesses, to protect their own. Buy America. That's all we hear in the U.S., right? And
do we?
That's happening in Europe.
But wouldn't you say the world's also going to like the super rich getting richer? Like, isn't there like a money element to all this? Like, meaning Jeff Bezos is kind of above those rules. Like the protectionists, the like nationalists.
Right. So I guess Mukesh Ambani, who's the richest guy in India, has probably dirt on all the politicians. He's like, you're just going to come in and let Bezos kick my ass?
What if they're friends?
Who?
The guy that you're saying that I can't say.
Well, I'm sure they're fake friends. They have to hobnob in rich people's circles.
Probably on Geffen's boat together.
Yeah, but he's eating his lunch and his mom and pop shops.
Yeah. He might be in on that.
He's eating mom and pop.
Okay.
Like, who's going to out execute Jeff Bezos? Nobody in India.
So maybe your homie's just taking a piece.
But he has
never worked out a deal.
Ego.
He said, "Yo, you want to come to my country? We don't like all this Texas shit. Crack me off 10%.
It doesn't work like that.
It can.
Billionaires don't think like that. They go head to head.
Well, don't go head to head with Bezos unless you got a hot video you want to send.
Everyone's sending WhatsApps.
You might have a shot.
How many WhatsApps do you think Mukesh Ambani sent to Bezos?
Yeah. They're sending him memes.
Yeah.
It's like,
you got it. You like sports?
MBS is doing the Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
I just did one.
Yeah, and what's the other one? Tinder.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Last news story of the day. Let's talk about the Peacock. And that is NBC's new streaming platform.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about it. I don't love the name. I'm a hater. I'm, proud of what Netflix is doing. I think my trust was hurt by Apple. And so I don't give a shit what NBC has to say. And I think it's too crowded of an area and you don't have a shot. What do you guys think?
I love it.
Great. Why? Because they have Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
They have The Office.
I'll tell you what I do.
Dee's a convert.
You have a soft spot.
I'll tell you why I really love it.
Okay.
Their tier 1 is free. It's ad supported, and I think that is actually the best move you can do if you're going to enter the streaming wars. They have if you don't want advertising, it's like $10.
$5 a month, I think.
I think 5 is you still get some ads.
Got it.
And 10 you get access to everything, no ads. And to me, coming in with for $0, you're going to gain users, right? Like NBC Universal has a library of content that people want to watch. I see Pete on airplanes, sneaking off watching The Office like he's like some creep.
That's what
Why
you do
is he
on
sneaking
airplanes?
off? Like he's going to the bathroom to watch
I don't know.
The
It just
Office?
feels weird the way he watches.
Because he knows. He knows Dee's with him.
Yeah,
I literally just sat it right in front of me.
it just
Just
feels
watched it.
creepy.
That's what you do? You put The Office on your phone?
We're just on a plane ride.
I could just see Pete laughing to himself.
He
on
does.
the plane.
Me too.
It's funny.
I just weird choice of content.
Why don't you watch new
Why?
content? I think I'd prefer Hobbs and Shaw over old.
Yeah,
Office
but if I'm
episodes.
like, okay, I'm trying to get something downloaded, like I don't want to sit here and have to flick through everything. Just download The Office real quick. That'll get me through what I needed to get me through. It's like what, an hour, 2-hour plane ride?
So there's
like it.
how
I want
many
you to
Pete's are there globally? I'd say
Billions.
The
4
majority.
billion. There's probably 4 billion Pete's.
There's 7 billion people?
4 billion Pete's.
But I'm saying there's 7 billion
Yeah,
people.
7 billion.
There's
Yeah, easy.
6.5 billion
Okay,
people.
so Peacock is gonna work.
Yeah, well, you're right.
It's free. It's
Brilliant
100%
idea.
free. You have to watch a 30-second ad every 10 minutes or whatever it
no
is.
one cares about that, right?
Yeah, they don't mind it. And because we were watching TV all these years, the problem with television is we were paying $180 a month to get cable or DirecTV or whatever my damn cable bill is now.
Yeah.
And that to me was the flaw. They have no problem watching the ads. NBC also has such amazing ad relationships with Unilever and Procter & Gamble. They have like hundreds of millions, if not billions, already committed. And looks like it's going to be like average revenue per user already they're predicting is like $6-7, which is much lower than television. But it means that there's an audience of advertisers that are willing to pay for this. There's clearly at free, as long as the content's somewhat good.
Yeah, I'd say the majority of people are like Pete. They're just
I miss the good old-fashioned cable bundle. This is getting annoying.
It's free.
yeah,
How many different services do we have to sign up for?
that's true.
It's free though.
It's fine, but it's another platform.
Someone's got to dominate. I wish Apple would just buy them all up.
I mean, they should stop making shows.
Stop making shows.
Yeah.
Buy everyone else.
Yeah.
Buy Netflix right now.
I saw Apple's making podcasts about their shows to try to gain it
Oh God.
interest.
No one watches their shows.
Morning show.
Okay,
One podcast.
it's called the Today Show. If Apple did a podcast with Matt Lauer, that'd be a hot look.
But just make better shows, and then people will make podcasts about them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't have
like
to
those
force
murder
it.
ones have like 50 podcasts.
Like
about
there's
them.
so many
Yeah.
Epstein pods, Cosby pods,
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez
There's
pods.
The Office pod.
I mean, how many times was Aaron Hernandez mentioned on podcasts in the last week?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
You know?
thousands.
I'm just shocked people actually are that interested in the story.
Did you watch it?
No, and I didn't watch it.
You're shocked people are interested in that story?
In the
Why?
Aaron
It's an
Hernandez
amazing story. He's a famous football player.
But he wasn't. I mean, we knew him, but
No,
like I
but
don't
no,
think
it doesn't
people-
matter. The title of famous football player at the height of his career also murdering people is like, anyone will watch that.
Yeah.
You'd watch that if it was about someone in the 70s.
People watch the Adnan guy. He's nobody.
It's a great story.
Listen, Adnan,
Yeah.
we get it. Glad you got out.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready to wrap it up? I want to go first. Are we ready on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go first. Give the mic to Pete. So, Pete, it's time for your random fact of the week. This one's all yours. How are the balls doing?
Balls are hot right now.
No, Pete's balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
know.
are your balls?
They're good.
You got an update for us on the ball thing?
No update. Their taste buds are in the inside of your testicles.
You found that out.
Yeah, I
So
did
you've
more
been dipping
research.
your
and
balls.
they're
So
on
you
the
have to
inside of your
do some
testicles.
surgery.
So all that soy sauce on your nuts was for
There's a
nothing.
whole lot of nothing. Worthless.
What do
Can
you
I
got?
tell you something about Pete?
Yeah.
The number of really successful people that are just so fascinated by this character,
Yeah.
Pete. They ask me so many questions. They just can't believe someone like him exists because they don't run into Pete's.
Yeah, they're just in their bubble,
Yeah.
and they're just like, I've never seen a Pete.
Never
Can
heard.
I,
heard
can
of
I
Pete.
talk to this Pete? I feel like Pete is probably my already in top 3 of my favorite employees.
I don't even.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Employees.
Yeah, that we've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really doing good.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you got for us?
This is a good question. What's the last name of the royal family? Because I don't know this.
It's a great question.
I think
family.
it's David. The last name is David. We
Larry
got
David.
Fact
So Larry
check
David's-
it.
Yeah,
Larry's
There's
a
like
royal?
4 names.
there's
like,
a lot of names in their names.
Yeah, that's a good
It's the
question.
Windsor
great
family, I
question.
think.
Stumped us.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking Google that?
If they're the Windsor family, why are they
That's
the
the whole
Windsor?
point of
because
this
they're
segment.
from
Windsor.
Duke of Windsor.
Yeah, Windsor's an area.
Yeah, it's Henry, Charles, Albert, David.
Too many names.
Let's see, William.
Yeah.
Too many names. This is why.
And then what's the
Henry
Duke
left.
of...
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, they have so many names.
Okay.
Harry Markle.
Yeah, William's last name is Windsor. How does he not have the same last name as his bro?
Something's shady over there.
What about Harry?
He's David.
Harry's David and Charles's. What's Prince
William's
Charles?
Prince Charles.
Oh, I think I'm
is
2 for 2.
This is good. It's a useless question, but
George.
George? At least
Whose last name is George?
They might not even be related.
They were cast. This is no different than like The Bachelor.
Gosh. We've been lied to. Okay. Thanks, Pete. Good one.
Cool.
Do you remember any of that?
Nope.
Okay.
Couldn't
All
be-
right. Now it's time for winners losers content. D, who's the biggest winner of the last week?
Mine is Elon Musk.
Wow. Why? Stock's hot.
Stock market cap eclipsed $100 billion. It unlocked Elon Musk's first new compensation increase.
Ooh.
So he's now worth $32 billion.
Nice.
He is now unlocking $370 more million. Every $50 billion of market cap, he gets a bonus up to $650 billion. And when he struck this deal, we talked about it. And I mean, even I was like skeptical. Like, how are you going to get to these numbers? The stock has gone up so much in the last 90 days.
It's crazy.
That he's worth $32 freaking billion now.
Why is the stock going up so much?
So
it's the most polarizing stock.
But it's not
in
like
the
he didn't
stock
figure out
market.
some production issue or
No,
something.
the only big announcement was the Chinese manufacturing.
Yeah.
They beat on deliveries last quarter. That's it. It has some weird momentum. There's so many short sellers. So every time the stock does go up, everyone's got to cover their shorts, and it just keeps going up.
And then it becomes a short squeeze where all the short sellers have to keep buying back the stock at a higher price.
at a
and
higher
then-
price.
Yeah, I've
And
seen betting on zero.
my like, I know a lot of young people own Tesla stock. You've made so much money.
Yeah.
I had time to cash some chips out.
It's the most fascinating stock because it's one of the rare things where you have really smart people split. Half the people think the company's insolvent, and half the people think it's the greatest company of all time.
Yeah.
And I
And
wouldn't even say it's half and half, to be honest. It seems to me like it's like 70 think it's garbage.
right,
30
But enough
bet.
because
people-
they eclipsed Volkswagen's market cap this week. Volkswagen sold, I think, over 10 million cars last year, and Tesla sold like 400,000.
I really think that we like Elon Musk it's like being able to watch a Steve Jobs or a
Right. But, the best part about this Elon stuff is Trump was on CNBC
Nice.
this morning,
Amazing stuff.
and they asked him about Elon Musk, and here's the quote. He's also doing the rockets. He likes rockets, and he does good at rockets, by the way.
that's the quote.
No, he even said something. There's another part of the quote you're missing where he's like, I've seen the rockets go up. They don't even have wings. They just land. I don't know. I've never seen that.
We have to protect our geniuses. We have to protect Thomas Edison, and we have to protect all these people that came up with the light bulb and the wheel. I don't know how that's relevant.
He probably thinks he owns the Houston Rockets. Yeah. He likes the Rockets. The Rockets are doing well. Oh my gosh. Okay, well good. Hey, that's good for the stock.
Yeah.
It's good for middle America to recognize maybe line up for that Cybertruck.
Very good at rockets.
Yeah.
Very good. Protect our geniuses.
Yes.
All right. Good winner. Anand?
My winner temporarily is the NBA. I've been shitting on them because of the ratings decline, but Zion's back.
Zion's back.
Zion played last night,
Yep.
and it was blockbuster.
Yeah.
This guy, in the span of like a few minutes, scored like 17 points, had the whole place going crazy.
Was he as good as all the hype was?
So he had a terrible first 3 quarters. He didn't really do much. And then in the fourth quarter, when they were down, he just went crazy. He shot 4 threes, hit them all, was rebounding, running up and down the court, blocking shots.
I saw the highlights
It was
and I was like,
pandemonium.
damn.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. I'm like, really? It's like that? Like he's first game back, killing it? Did they win?
No, so they got within 3 or 4,
Zion.
and the medical staff demanded he gets removed, and he's like, leave me in, I'm going to win the game, and they just sat him.
I liked that they sat him.
What happened to him? Ankle?
This injury was knee. The
It's
ankle,
just no worth. Like, they're not going to be good
No,
this
it's
year.
smart, but I mean, it was just, the storyline was so good. They were down, and he's just coming back as a one-man show.
4
Yeah.
3-pointers, I think, in the fourth.
4 in a row. And it's one of those things, like, despite the NBA ratings declining so much this year, and it's like a real story, there's no way to dispute it, this is something that can save it.
Yeah, Zion balls.
Zion just becomes this phenomenon. Everyone's gonna tune in. Non-basketball
I turned
fans will
on-
tune in Zion.
I turned on ESPN, and I have not turned on. I think I turned on a few weeks ago to watch like one of the highlights from one of the playoff games, and I turned on just to see were there going to be.
He's
highlights.
got the name. He's got this physique that's just insane. The
The
explosiveness.
name is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Zion's a hot name.
Yeah,
Especially when it's just Zion,
Yeah.
you know?
and he's a good kid. Like clearly tries.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet guy.
I agree. Sweet, sweet man. I saw it on social media and it got me excited to watch him. And
Yeah.
I usually couldn't give a shat less.
Yeah.
Okay, my winner of the week is Virgil.
Ah.
Simply because we kind of counted him out. We clowned him a little bit. He took this long, break. He needed some relaxation. Things were a little bit too hectic. We questioned whether he'd be able to come back. I still, a week later, am seeing nonstop cloud posts from Virgil's show. Seemed like he absolutely owned Fashion Week even after his break. So
I like it.
I got to give it credit where it's due.
Fair.
Okay. D, who's the loser?
Fake meat.
Why? What about Beyond?
Beyond impossible. Really? It's impossible. There's
No, it's
news
Beyond.
coming out that Burger King Impossible Whoppers have tapered off, and the burger has been now moved to the 2 for $6 menu.
That's impossible.
No, it looks like it's possible. So it's
You're saying sales are slow.
it says that definitely sales are slow for the Impossible Burger King, and what people are saying is that the novelty wore off, right? Like, I think at the end of the day, the people that are eating Beyond and Impossible are still just vegetarians.
I agree.
I think meat eaters try it, and they're like, wait, I still eat fucking meat. I'll just rather eat meat.
It's just a little better to have the real version.
Yes. And I don't know, and that's the real challenge of those meat substitutes. And I think we're still far from it being accepted everywhere you go. Like in San Diego yesterday, they had Beyond sliders. And I pretty much overheard a lot of people had never tried it. And San Diego's not a small city. It's a big city.
Yep.
But a lot of people haven't tried it. In LA, everyone, I mean, at least in our little bubble, everyone's
Right.
tried it.
Yep.
But it's interesting that it still hasn't piqued the curiosity.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to try it, but oh, by the way, give me the cheeseburger.
Yeah. I don't know if the vegetarian market's that big.
No,
No,
it's
they
not.
have to convert meat eaters, otherwise it doesn't work.
Because the problem is it came out, all that stuff that it's not really that healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Greta can eat it. It's for the climate.
Maybe it'll just go out of business.
You're right. I guess Greta, if McDonald's did a Greta Big Mac, hottest item.
That's not good for her brand. McDonald's?
No, but she's part of the solution.
Part of the solution.
Have you guys seen the train image?
No. She's on a train?
She's on a train.
We'll share it.
We'll share it. It is unbelievable. Like what she's eating.
What's
what
the train gas by?
Exactly. Well, that's what I said. Remember when I said she was going on a train?
Are you thanking me?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing sign language as my fellow hard of hearing folks can resonate with me on.
Fella.
I might.
Now you're one of them.
What?
You went from being able to empathize with them to being one of them.
I'm hard of hearing.
You just
Anand, am I not hard of hearing?
you just
Yes.
don't pay
I
attention.
am hard of hearing. hearing. Yes, I've had ear surgery.
He's
bro.
hard-headed.
Honestly, you are making fun of disabled people. You are a piece of shit.
You have selective
You're the
hearing.
problem with society.
You've never said "huh" to me ever. You have
I just don't
selective
listen.
hearing.
I'm hard of hearing.
You just want people to hear that so that when they're out in the street, like, oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you, man. I'm disabled.
I'm hard of hearing.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll share the picture.
I'm gonna do a sign language version of our podcast every episode.
I thought you were going to do a Spanish version.
I'll do that too.
How's that going, by the way?
It's good. I'm still taking my 5-minute lesson every
Are
day.
you able to hear it?
It's reading.
You read the thing? It's not like a...
What are you
like,
using?
here's how to say
Duolingo?
hello.
Duolingo.
Okay.
You read it. It's not an audio thing.
Okay, let me explain this to you.
Thank you.
So
Go ahead.
they put a phrase
Yeah.
like, I'm going to eat apples or whatever. And then you have to put in Spanish, you type it. And then they put the Spanish version of a similar sentence. Then you write in English and
That's
vice
horrible.
versa. And then you hear something and then you type it. And then you speak into it also.
So there is some audio.
There is some audio.
Good.
I don't learn how to write Spanish. I want to learn how to speak it.
But it all helps in the...
Nah. I'm going to go straight to the good part.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why don't you learn sign language? You disrespectful fuck.
Thank you. Anand? Are we on Anand?
Yeah.
I'm lost. We're falling apart here. It's Friday. Okay. Who's your loser?
MedMen,
Oh, what happened?
the popular face of marijuana retail
The Apple
in the United
of
States.
marijuana.
Oh, yeah, the apple.
There's been rumors they've been having financial troubles. We've been hearing things. The CEO has publicly been on the record now saying they cannot afford to pay their suppliers. People are getting pennies on the dollars. This thing's a wrap.
How did that happen so quickly?
He's a bad CEO.
He's a criminal.
But it was so recently that thing was the epitome of what marijuana could be. The apple of weed.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Bad hombre.
Yep.
He's a bad hombre.
Okay. All right. Here's a funny one. This is kind of a flip to your winner, Anand. I'd like to give my loser this week to the NFL, the NBA, and while I'm at it, I'm going to throw in the United States military and armed forces.
Wow.
Woo.
Big group of people.
Yeah.
That's a
You're going
millions of
after the
people.
military, deaf people, and pro athletes this pod.
Yeah.
I never went after deaf people.
Yeah.
My reason being is just this week, I feel, with the Antonio Brown stuff, with Cavalier Delonte West. And then I decided I'd throw in like the way that we treat
Veterans.
I don't know what it is exactly, and I know it's a touchy subject, but I do think that the organizations that use these people, build these people up, I know they get paid a lot of money, especially NBA, NFL, not necessarily military, but I don't think money is just enough. When you see people legitimately losing their minds and Delonte West being a homeless person getting beat up in the street and everyone knowing it and everyone's posting about it, everyone's talking about it, but I'm sure Delonte West is right now somewhere in the street.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, we see very quickly heading that way. And then obviously the way that veterans are treated. I think that there should be some responsibility because yes, these people get paid in sports, get paid a lot of money, but they also make a lot of money. The leagues make a lot of money. The military is a big business.
Yeah.
I wish we looked into these things as there's some duty to take care of the people that you use as products.
Absolutely.
I agree.
No disagreement. And I think with the military, the solution, the leagues obviously should be doing this because they're private organizations making billions of dollars.
Yep.
The military should be the defense contractors, the private defense contractors that are getting billions of dollars in government deals should be on top of that. You're taking care of vets.
Yep.
Don't make it a burden on the government. Make it a burden on Halliburton.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of money.
They make a lot.
Yep. Okay, that's my complaint.
I like that.
So I wanted to give my outrage this week. Okay, here it is. Here's how we wrap it up, guys. What is your content recommendation for the weekend?
The Grammys.
Crickets.
I'll tell you why. The head of the Grammys, I believe she's the CEO,
Okay.
a woman, this week had some controversy. She is, I think, being forced to step down because of some improper sexual conduct.
A woman.
Yes.
Wow.
And on the way out, she threw the whole Grammys under the bus saying it's pretty much rigged. that members of the association are doing favors for artists, that this whole thing is corrupt, and
That's how you go out.
yeah, if you're gonna go out, you burn the place down.
That's how the fuck you go out. Pete,
So-
if you ever quit, I want you to upload your own audio to the group chat feed and say, hey, by the way, this is Pete. These guys are fucking assholes. Group chat's all fake.
Yeah, all the secrets are coming out.
Yeah,
I won't hold back.
That's cool.
you'll be in the desert somewhere.
I like people that quit that way, you know?
So what? So you want to watch the Grammys because of that?
Now I'm curious. I want to see who wins, just to see if that echoes what she's saying.
Because I
'Cause,
know
like,
you thought it would be
Yes,
Drake, but it's Lizzo.
Casey Musgraves.
Okay. Well, we'll see. It's funny, though. I like that someone's doing that. Okay, Anand, content?
So it's a movie I'm going to see, so I can't tell you what I think.
1917.
I'm going to see that, but I really want to see Just Mercy,
What's that?
the Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Michael B. plays a lawyer, and he's trying to get Jamie Foxx out of prison.
That's a great plane movie in 2021.
It's got 84% Rotten
That's
Tomatoes, 99% audience. I already know 1917 is going to be good.
Rotten
Like, I have no-
Tomatoes and audience is irrelevant.
Isn't audience the relevant one?
Audience
Who
is a
cares?
relevant one.
I don't care what they think.
No, you literally. The lower, the better. You think it's like golf. Oh, it has a 12. I can't wait. Okay. Good stuff.
Okay.
Mine is simply, we kind of talked about it, but it's my official recommendation, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
I'm a young man. I think I'm getting to that age where I can enjoy that type of old Jewish humor.
Yeah.
Neurotic humor. But this new season, this new episode was so relevant.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it, and so much so that I have went back to season 1,
Wow.
episode 1, started fresh. Looks like it's filmed on a BlackBerry, but whatever.
You'd agree the comedy's timeless, right?
That's a fact.
That's
Yes.
Seinfeld.
Yep.
Thank you.
No, I didn't talk about that.
That's exactly the whole show is Seinfeld.
No, I don't agree. Very different. It's no Office. Let me say that.
Oh God.
All right, that's
wrap
all we
this
got.
up.
So come check us out, January 29th at the Peppermint Club. Dave Chappelle's our opener. If you want to come, make sure you send an RSVP email live at group-chat.com. Send an email, send names, whoever you're coming with, put it on there. We can let you know if we're at capacity. We usually get pretty damn close, so hurry up and get on there.
And shout out to another 500 followers we got.
We're just getting bought
Are
followers.
people just buying us followers?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody bought us 500 yesterday.
Oh,
was
my
it what
gosh.
was his name?
I don't know.
Was it Royce?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, listen, if you want to do us a favor, we don't really have a GoFundMe or anything like that, but Patreon, nothing. But if you want to buy us some followers, that'd be cool.
I think
Yeah.
they disappeared. We're
Yeah, we-
down.
Are we down? Are we below
down.
10K?
Yeah.
We were at 10.1. Now we're at
You
10.
know what someone pointed out,
As long
which
as
is
we
very
keep swipe
interesting? Very interesting. All our fake followers
Are
are Indian.
Indian.
They're all Indian.
Boom, on brand.
On brand. I'm glad. If you're gonna buy me fake followers, buy me only
There's
Indian
Indian
fake followers.
farms.
Yeah, don't be racist about
Yeah.
it. you
Don't
know?
give me Chinese followers.
I want a little bit of everything.
Nah, I just want Indians.
Why? What?
We
Yeah.
did lose like 600 followers.
Yeah,
though.
equality. You ever heard of equality?
No.
Okay.
I'm a mom and pop in India.
10 million shops.
10 million mom and pops. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Hit us up on Instagram at GroupChatPod. Subscribe to our newsletter, group-chat.com. Thank you guys. You're the best. If you made it this far, we love you.
Woo!
See you Monday.